Subroutines were initially designed for modularizing and structuring your programs, but they can be extended so that they can be called externally from other programs. If your goal is to make a function available throughout your SAP system, you should really use function modules, which we will come on to very soon. But let's take a look at how we can create external subroutines and how it all works. So just like with any local subroutine, when the system completes executing an external subroutine, control is passed back to your calling program. There are two ways in which you can call a subroutine of an external program. And I'll say right now, try to always use the first form I'm going to show you. There's a very big reason for this, and that's when you come on to learning about ABAP objects, if that's what you choose to do, you have to use this first form. Also, in this first form, we can actually use variables to identify the program that contains our subroutine instead of hard coding the form name throughout our code. So let's look at an example. I'll create some blank space here so I can start coding. Let's say we want to call a subroutine called sub1 of a program called zEmployee_hire. You would write the code as follows. You start with a perform statement, then we would specify our subroutine name. So in this case it's sub_1. And then we will specify in program and then the program name, zEmployee_hire. And then as before in some of the other perform statements, we can pass certain variables by using the using addition. And finish with a full stop. So that would mean we would have to have a program called zEmployee_hire already existing with this subroutine already in it. And we're just passing across these fields. And the difference between the standard perform is that we are specifically specifying the program where the subroutine exists. Now I said there were two methods of calling the subroutine in an external program. And the other way of doing it is by using brackets. And you will see in this example it's very similar, but you will not be able to use this form in the context of ABAP objects. But anyway, it goes like this. So you'd have perform subroutine 1, and then we specify the table, we specify the program by placing it inside brackets. And we can pass tables, just as we've done before, and continue with the using addition for the individual fields. So there are two methods of calling external subroutines, but I please advise you don't use this. I'm just showing you it for completeness and so that you will understand some ABAP code that you might see in SAP systems. I've got to say, I don't see this being used an awful lot at all. Nearly all the forms stroke subroutines that you will see are all contained within the main body of programs themselves. Very rarely do you see subroutines being called from other programs. And like I say, the best thing to do when you need to do this is to create function modules, which we are going to come on to next.